It's her birthday!
It's my birthday! It is April 4th. It's Friday. We are here in Charleston. We made it yesterday.
That's right.
We went straight to the convention center to pick up my race packet and my bib, and they had a bunch of vendors. I was not expecting that for a 10K, but then I realized that this race here in Charleston it's pretty big. Got a couple things, got my race number, got all settled, and we came back to the Airbnb in which we got ready, and then we just had a nice little dinner in downtown Charleston at the Darling Oyster Bar. This morning, woke up, opened up some gifts. McLean got me some presents, and then we walked over to a coffee shop that is like a 9-minute walk from here, which was lovely. And I got my go-to iced vanilla latte with almond milk. And now we're back, and as much as I'm not super excited to do this, I really want to get my shakeout run done for my race tomorrow. So I just want to run 1 to 2 miles this morning. McLean is coming with me, which is very sweet of him. We're just gonna get that done so we can shower, get ready, and go enjoy the day. Thank you for being here. Welcome back to another video. It has been such a sweet day already. I am so excited to be here in Charleston. It's just been so beautiful. The area we're staying at is so like nice, and I'm just happy. I'm just happy, and spirits are high, and I'm just feeling so grateful. Yeah, it's just nice to be somewhere different on your birthday. I feel like a lot of my birthdays I've stayed at home, so it feels extra special, and I just feel really celebrated already. I'm excited to keep taking you with us throughout the weekend, but I wanted to briefly hop on and say hello, welcome you to this video. But we're gonna get ready, we're gonna go do a little shakeout run, and then we're gonna have a really awesome day in Charleston. Hopefully get some yummy breakfast, shop around, and just hang out as I prep for my race day tomorrow. April 5th. It is race day, which is insane that I'm here considering I have been training longer than the average 10K training duration. I feel like the average 10K is like 8 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks, and I started running like the first week of January. So definitely got into a little bit of my head about it. And now that we're here, I'm definitely nervous. And I was telling McLean that there's a lot of factors that you can't control that you can when you're going on a training run. Like you can control what time you're going on the run, you can control like what you bring with you, all this stuff, and then for the race it's kind of like, okay, like I don't know this area. Like what if something happens, like, you know, just all these things that are out of your control. So just gonna take it in stride. I'm trying to remind myself just to have fun and take it all in, because I'm in a new place in a city that I don't really know, and so the route will be completely new to me, and most of my runs have been either an out and back or just looping around the same area, so it'll be really nice, I think, just to run straight for 6.2 miles and nothing repeats. So I'm hoping that will feel different and refreshing. So I'm trying to focus on like the positives and the good stuff, but we're headed there now. We're gonna meet up with McLean's mom and sister and some of his sister's friends. They are gonna walk it, so we're all meeting at a Starbucks, and that's nearby, like to where the start line is. So we're gonna go there, and McLean's gonna drop me off and then head over before the bridge closes to meet me at the end. So the race starts at 8 a.m. It's currently 6:12, so we're on the way. We had an early wake-up call, like 5 a.m.-ish, so I had some toast with peanut butter. I didn't even have any coffee because my nerves had me relatively awake, so I had some electrolytes. I have my belt, and in my belt I have energy chews, and I'm gonna have an energy honey stinger, like energy waffle, like 30 minutes before we get started. So I'm hoping I'll be good with that, and I will be taking advantage of the water station since I'm not wearing my vest today. And I will, you know, this is my first 10K, so I will quickly know what's a mistake and what's not for my next races. So if I realize, oh, I really should have worn my vest, then I will 100% heed that for next time. But it's definitely awkward with my little bib because I just feel like it's going to be hard to reach into my belt and get stuff. So I'll be very curious to see how that goes. And also to do it while running takes some level of finesse. So yeah, but we're on the highway, we're headed there. I will be sure to update you guys fully after it is over. I will be so relieved once it's over, for sure. But like in a good way of like, I can't believe it's done, I did it, and now I can like keep enjoying the day. I can go nap, shower, all that good stuff. So definitely feel the anticipation. Yesterday, I had such a good birthday. It was a really, really good day. Obviously, this race was kind of lingering over me throughout the day, so again, once the race is over, I think I'll feel like, oh, okay, I can really like still feel celebrated birthday weekend and just really enjoy it. But we're gonna go run this 10K. Cannot believe it's here, but I will see you guys on the other side, truly, because we're going up a bridge. So
okay. Okay, awesome. Do you have anything to say to people in the vlog?
You can do anything you set your mind to.
Okay.
My whole thing was, yes, I can, and so can you. But also, think through small things like bug spray, and your future self will thank you, you know what I mean? Because I'm going to be very itchy later.
All right, there you heard it from the runner before she finishes her thing. So we'll see you guys whenever she finishes up.
Okay, I love you. I think I see your mama.
All right, I love you. I'll see you soon. All right, bye. What's up, chat? All right, so obviously McLean here, you know, not Rachel. Be concerning if it was Rachel. You're here, Charleston, obviously. Very beautiful this time of morning. But I'm documenting this for her because I know she would love to have footage of her race. So yeah, I mean, it's kind of fun vlogging, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, she is gonna run this race. I'm incredibly proud of her. She's been training hard. I just am so excited for her to prove herself right and just run the race. She's been training. It's been awesome. I'm really proud of her. So it's gonna be a good time. So, I mean, look at this. It's just beautiful footage. She would like this footage too. It's stunning, honestly. on the finish line. Had to talk to a cop to ask him. I didn't prepare. I'm like, where to go, what to do. So hopefully next footage should be, after this, it'll be Rachel crossing the finish line. So I'll see y'all soon. And can't wait. I'm excited for her to do a hard, good thing and to be proud of her. So, see y'all soon.
I just inhaled a bagel. Inhaled a bagel. My sweet support system. He was waiting for me at the end, but I did it. I'm a 10K race finisher. That was honestly kind of brutal. I'm not gonna lie. It was very warm, and the race itself felt very overcrowded. There was so many people, 38,000 people. So when we were going up and going down the bridge, it just got so packed because there's only so much room for people to run, and some people would stop to walk, and like you're just like dodging people constantly. So that I did not love, but I did it. I'm finished. I'm so proud of myself, and I like love this hat. Honestly, anyone who wants to get this hat from Lululemon, I can't recommend it enough. I really like it. Anyway, but it was amazing to have McLean waiting for me at the finish line to see him. It was just like a little push to get over the last little bit. But good vibes, great crowd. Overall, good first 10K experience, I'd say. But yeah, we walked, I got a nice latte and a bagel, and then we split a sandwich, and I'm feeling much more back to life. We're gonna go meet up with his mom and sister and some of his sister's friends, just to say hey, and then you best believe I'm going back and I'm showering and I'm napping. So very excited for a little bit of downtime on the trip, but the fact that this big thing that I've been waiting for so long is over, I'm like, it's definitely a weird feeling, but I'm so proud of myself. I cannot believe it. I'll have more thoughts to come later on, but I wanted to hop on and be like, right after the action, just be like, I'm here, I did it. So glad it's done. Can't wait to keep celebrating. Cannot wait to keep enjoying our time here in Charleston. But yeah, first 10K race down. And ready to give a little bit of a race recap, weekend recap, all the good stuff. I didn't get to film the rest of our day on Saturday because my camera died. The problem with this trip was that there were so many things that I had that required charging. Phone, AirPods, camera, Apple Watch, and I just was rotating on the charger I brought throughout the weekend, and the camera just was not charged and did not have enough battery to get me through the rest of the day. Saturday night we ended up going on a catamaran, sunset catamaran, which was so fun, and I honestly was a little nervous to even have my phone out, so the camera, I would have been stressed. I would have thought, oh, it could fall in the water, but here are some pictures. It was beautiful. It was so fun. Such a great way to end the day. My sweet mother-in-law made me a vanilla cake from scratch, a gluten-free vanilla cake from scratch, which was amazing and delicious, and I felt so celebrated and was so grateful. And we headed back yesterday, got home around like 3:30, and the rest of the night was just kind of a rat night. So, but I wanted to catch you up on the race and everything that I learned and how it all went, and just my full experience to kind of end out this video. First up, cheers. We were staying in North Charleston, and the race started in Mount Pleasant and went over the Cooper River Bridge, the main bridge that carries you from Mount Pleasant into downtown Charleston. And it was a 10K, so 6.2 miles. And the bridge itself was around 2.5, maybe a little over. So we started in Mount Pleasant, ran about 1.5 miles, hit the bridge, went over the bridge. You just hit mile 4 as you were coming off the bridge, and then mile 5 and 6, and then the point 2 put you in downtown Charleston. I said earlier in the video, it was really cool to not have to do like an out and back or run in a circle and just run straight and end in such like a fun part of Charleston. But the race started at 8 a.m. and obviously, you know, when you sign up for a race and you kind of put in your time or what you think your time is going to be, they'll place you in corrals. So I was in corral E because I expected my finish time to be anywhere from an hour to an hour and 10 minutes. And that was like the starting. Anything under an hour, you had to prove that you can run it in under an hour. So those people were put in earlier corrals. Like they started with the wheelchair at 7:30, elites, and then running paces all the way back to, there was a big group of people who just walked it. So those people were at the end. But I was in corral E, and there was a big group of us in corral E who just didn't have to have a qualifying time, but just thought that we would run, you know, a decent 10-minute, 30-second, 11-minute pace the whole time. So the wheelchair handicap started at 7:30 and the elite started at 8, but we didn't actually get running till like 8:25. So we were just shuffling corral by corral. And honestly, I said it earlier too, but it was very overcrowded. 38,000 people. And you could tell. And you trust me, like it felt like it. It was so many people. The lines to the bathroom were insane. The crowds were insane. The bridge itself, when you're on the bridge, it's so wide, so that didn't feel as crowded. But when you're the ramp kind of, you know, you're running up the ramp that you would take in a car to get to the bigger bridge. So all of us condensed on the ramp going up and then coming off the bridge. It was just like you're shuffling. Like you can't even if I was trying to run super fast, like you just can't. Like you're like either gonna run into somebody or elbowing somebody. So I didn't love that. And it was just, yeah, it was very overcrowded. And McLean had to drop me off pretty early, and he can only drive me to a certain point. So I had to walk 10 minutes to kind of where the race and the lineup was starting. And I was nervous because on the emails and everything said to be in your corral by 7. So I was like, oh, okay, I need to be like bathroom and ready by 7. But then I didn't end up starting to run till 8:25. So I had to go to the bathroom again. I did not time it well. I was very frustrated because when I started running, I was like, I know I have to go to the bathroom. And it's not even like a half marathon and a marathon. I was like, are you kidding? Like, I don't want to have to go to the bathroom. But I made it 1 mile, saw a porta potty, and I was like, I just got to stop because I just know I'll be uncomfortable for the entirety of the run if I don't. So that took about like 10 minutes. Like there was a line. So I wasn't the only one, but it was very annoying that there was a line. And after that, I took off, and the second mile was just kind of hitting and going up the bridge. And it was the hottest day in Charleston probably so far this year. No shade, just really, really hot. And I decided to not wear my running vest, and I did not have a water bottle with me. I only had my little Lulu running belt, so I was feeling it. And there was one water stop before hitting the bridge, but there was a line for it, and it didn't seem very well organized. They didn't have the water ready. They were like pouring it per person, and I was like, I'm not gonna wait another line. Like, I want to keep going. And at that point, at 1.5 miles in, you don't really need water. But what I didn't know is that there wasn't gonna be any water for the entirety of the bridge. So almost 3 miles, no water. And I started to get a really bad headache on the top of the bridge. First of all, like, I ran the whole thing. I did not walk at all. I was very proud of myself. That was something that I really wanted, was to run the whole thing. So I did. And going up the bridge was pretty steep. It was not Florida, not flat anymore. And people were stopping to walk at that point. And I was just like trying to get around people. It was very crowded. So I was kind of getting frustrated. And I was starting to feel that heat exhaustion. And so I'm just like, just get through this bridge. Just keep going, keep going. There were EMTs like every 0.2 miles, which is great. And I started seeing people like that had to like lean up against the wall, and you could tell like it was really affecting them. So it was a real thing. But I started having some of my energy chews around 2.5 miles. Like normally I would wait till like 3-ish, but I was like, it was hot, and I was like, the least thing, I just want to give myself at least some energy try to combat like this headache that I'm feeling. So the minute I got off the bridge, around the a little after the 4 mile mark, maybe like 4.2, there was finally a water station, and I was ruthless. I was like, I took like 4 cups. I dumped one over my head, down one. I was like, I don't care. I'm sorry. Like, you know, was so thirsty, and that's the point where I was like these next 2 miles are going to be a push, and they were. It was definitely a race. I was running way faster than I thought, which is fine. I thought I would go in, you know, going slow, 1 to 2 miles. Like, I kind of had a plan, but I didn't plan on having to pee, and I didn't plan on how hot it was going to be. So I factored that into just the time that I wanted for myself. I was like, just get through it, finish, focus on finding water, and just push those last 2 miles, which I really did. They had 3 more water stops once you were off the bridge, and I took advantage of every single one. Last point too, I was pushing, and I like saw McLean like right by the finish line, and again, it was so crowded. People would stop right at the finish line, so like I had momentum, and I was like almost running into people. So that's the one thing, if you're ever considering about doing the race, just take it in stride. Like, it's a big race, but I wouldn't say the organization was fully there, and so you just kind of have to factor in, like, it's not going to be like your best time unless like you have to already be a good runner or a fast runner to be put at the beginning to get more space, because I was just in the corral that was like the majority of people who like felt like they could decently run and weren't walking, and so it was just so many people. But I finished, and the lactic acid hit quick. I was starting to like walk slow, and I found McLean and hugged him, and he had my big water bottle, which was amazing. And then we walked to the middle of the square where everything was happening, and I got, you know, some electrolytes and an apple, and then I was like, please, can we just go? Like, I just want to sit in the car for 5 minutes. And so I got some AC, and then we went and got some food, and then met up with his family afterwards. But I'm so proud of myself. I really am. I'm so proud of myself. My first ever 10K, and again, I'm not a runner. I've never been a runner, so I started in January and was like, I just wanted to prove this to myself that I could do it. And I did it. I ran the whole thing, you know. And with the bathroom stop, it was 1 hour and 9 minutes. So I would say it was probably about a good hour if I like took out the bathroom stop part. So I'm happy with it, with the heat and with the hill. Like, I'm very happy with it. I'm very proud of myself. It's the time, you know, I factored in like that I wanted with, like, the thing that I really was thinking during the run was that, wow, you can trust your training. I followed the Nike Running Club app training for the 10K, and I love their guided runs, and it really like set me up for success. I know that there's so many other good ones, like Runna, Peloton has one, I think. Like, there's so many plans that you can follow, but I just like that Nike was free, and I like the guided run option. But it was great. I like, even though I had a horrible headache, and of course I was tired, and it was hot, but like cardiovascular wise, I felt really okay. And so that was like really awesome to feel that, like, okay, if this was a cooler day, and if I had my water with me, like, I'd be like crushing it, you know? So there were just like other factors I didn't consider that were influencing me, but fitness wise, I was like, I feel good. Like, I actually feel like I can do this and not stop. And there was just this mentality of like, you're just not going to stop. You're going to keep running. You're going to keep going. And I did. And it was awesome. So definitely taking some rest now. I went for a walk today, which was lovely, a little 2 mile walk, but I know I'll be back running soon. And, you know, like I said, I have a marathon in January, so I want to try to run a half before then. And all in all, just a crazy weekend, a crazy full weekend. Charleston is so fun. We love it. I had such a good birthday. The race experience was incredible. So glad that you were with me through all of it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed McLean's cameo. He is amazing. I'm sure you can tell. Just the most supportive, the most funny, just loving guy. I am so lucky to have him as a partner in this life. And just thank you guys for being with us. Subscribe, stay in touch with us and what we're up to. I'm going to try to vlog every day this week after I've left my 9 to 5. I go into more detail in a previous video if you'd like to go watch. Cheers to a great weekend. Cheers to what's next for me and my husband and what's ahead of us. And I will see you guys in the next video.